So you want to buy an excavator, but you don't know what size you need for your job? Let's answer that question today. Now there are 6 things that you need to take into consideration when either renting or buying an excavator. You need to look at the machine's operating weight, the dig depth, its dump height, the machine width, the engine power, and of course, that tail swing. When it comes to the size of the excavator, you can get something as small as this. It's a little cramped, but that's its purpose. It fits in tighter spaces to get that job done. You also may want something as big as this. It really just depends on what the job is. The larger the machine, typically the larger engine, which boils down to the horsepower and lifting capacity you need for your job. If you're doing those backyard things, you might want that U10. But if you're doing some mining or some serious excavating, land clearing, things like that, you're gonna want a bad boy like this or bigger. Another thing you need to take into consideration is the dig depth. How far do you anticipate digging? What type of stability do you need for that digging? Do you need more counterweights in the back? Do you need a deeper or longer boom? Track width, right? Again, that goes into the stability of digging. Obviously, the wider the tracks, the more stable the machine is. However, the less areas or the more restricted you are on where you can operate this machine. Knowing how high that the boom can go is important to knowing where you can dump your load. It directly affects your working capacities, where you can use this machine, and with what other machineries and attachments you can use it with. Another thing you may need to take into consideration is tail swing. Of course, the more or the bigger the counterweight in the back, the more stable the machine is when digging. However, you risk smacking the rear end into other things or people. Now, one of the big things that you need to really consider is the engine, the horsepower, the hydraulic capability of the machine, which directly influences how much you can lift. Now, there may also be some additional things you want to consider on your excavator, whether you want it to be an open or closed cab, which can really make a difference for those really hot days or really cold days, or just keeping you away from dust. And there you have it, a very basic how-to video or tips that you need to know before buying your excavator. If you're ready to rent or buy an excavator, call us at APCO Equipment, 702-871-7474, or visit us. We're located in North Las Vegas, Nevada. We're a local owned and operated dealer. Let's get to work.